welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, I'm Melissa. Today, I'm very excited to film this. I have done one other charm video before, which you can see right here. And I just really wanted to delve into this. I've seen one sentence review for such and such, and I thought about doing it for my all-time favorite show. I grew up on Charm, obsessed with Charm. You know, in my head, I'm Piper Halliwell. So I'm excited to delve into it. Something Wicca, this way goes. We are introduced to these three sisters who happen to be witches. They're out here living their lives. They have their own jobs. They are dating. One of their boyfriends is a freaking demon who tries to murder them. You gotta go. I think this is a great way to set up the story. This is the first time we hear the power of three set us free. I'm in for this ride. I've got you under my skin. Never trust a man who you just met who just wants to take some photos. Thank you for not morphing. Did you guys know that the Halliwell daddy had some concerns about being cast because he looked too much like a zaddy next to the girls? I learned that on the We Watch podcast. Oh, dead man dating. Never was there a more beautiful love story than that of Piper and John Cho. Dream Sorcerer. So we meet this dude who asks out two women in one episode and he gets rejected and then he tries to kill them. One of them he does kill. This episode bred an entire generation of incels. The wedding from hell. When the head chef of some big, rich, fancy wedding fucks off to another country and now the wedding is all on you. Yeah. Big time freak out, okay? Piper is me. I am Piper. Anxious, high strung, very relatable. The fourth sister. Aviva should have been a returning guest star. She starts off as antagonistic and then she becomes a friend to the Halliwell. She had a very interesting evolution and I liked the character. She should have come back. Where'd she go? Missed opportunity by the show creators. The truth is out there, ... and it hurts. So you cast a spell on the guy that you're dating to gauge his reaction about you being a witch, but you only give him what, like 2, maybe 5 minutes? Not a smart idea. If you could cast a truth spell, like really think about that, would you do it? I don't think I would. The witch is back. Melinda Warren banishes this warlock who pretended to be in love with her so that he can get to her powers, and so she banishes him. She probably should have just castrated him. Wicca envy. It's like Piper says to Prue, you know, just let your baby sister fuck your boss. Who cares? You know, he's older, he's rich, he's a demon, but you don't know that yet. YOLO. Feats of Clay. Now, the little adventurous girl in me wanted and still wants to go to Egypt because of this episode and The Mummy in 1999. Take me. Wendigo. I love this episode. This is the first time one of the sisters turns into something, and I loved watching Piper play this dual character where she's like this uber Wendigo werewolf bitch person, and then she's herself and she has to like fight against it. Holly Marie Combs, chef's kiss. From Fear to Eternity. Now this is the first time we're introduced to one of the most powerful, most evil demons from the show's entire run, in my opinion. And I think that is a statement that they made to keep bringing him back, because it's kind of saying like your fears don't ever really go away. You know, you can't just void yourselves of fears, it just evolves. Secrets and Guys. This is when Leo breaks up with Piper because he's an angel and she's a witch and it's forbidden. This really kind of bred my love for forbidden love stories. Is there a Woogie in the house? This is the episode in which we find out that Phoebe was the only one that was born in the house, making her the closest to the Nexus, which makes her the one who's the most susceptible to giving into darkness and evil, which is interesting because I think she is the most bubbliest of the sisters. She's the sweetest and all sunshiny. So that's a really cool dichotomy for her character, and really a really great way to kind of plant the seeds for down the line for what we see of her character in later seasons. Which Prue is it anyway? Honestly, Shannon Doherty's a great actress. Enough said. That 70s episode. This episode is emotional because the girls go back in the past and they see their mom, and God knows how well they've seen her since she died. And it's bringing up all the mommy issues. When bad warlocks turn so good, this is one of the times where Prue, we really get to see her stubborn side. They made her super stubborn, but they also made her right all the time. They are trying to help this hot priest from turning evil so that he doesn't become an evil charmed one with his own brothers. He oftentimes made Prue be the one who is not only the eldest and the strongest, but she was just always right. And I think for me, that just made her feel a lot less relatable. So therefore, not always my favorite. She just didn't have that many flaws as the eldest and the strongest sister. I get it. Power of one. Out of sight. Totally shipped the blind guy with Phoebe. He was a rich, handsome blind guy. Why was that not a thing? The power of two. So Piper leaves to Honolulu for a work trip, leaving her two sisters alone together for the first time in a long time. I really, really love this episode for Phoebe really standing up for herself against Prue. I understand that, you know, Phoebe doesn't work, but she does do other types of work like household work and witch demon hunting work. And she's tired of being taken for granted, and she lets Prue know that. And I loved watching this happen. I think some people may think, well, you know, you're not working, so you're just supposed to do these things. But you know what? It's shitty to just assuming things about people. It's shitty to not feel seen. And I think that is a relatable thing where you just want to be acknowledged and to feel heard. Love hurts. So the sisters get to switch powers for the first time, and I loved watching Prue get Phoebe's power because she came off quite judgmental at first when she first got the power of premonition, but then she later learns, oh wait, it actually takes a lot of strength to see what you see. So I loved seeing Phoebe get that respect. Deja vu all over again. So this is the season finale where we see Andy die. For a show that is a fantasy, I think it is very strange that we never see him again. Where'd he go? I love the structure of this episode because I love that they use the Groundhog Day structure because I think they repeated it a good amount of times, and I love seeing Phoebe pick up on what is going on each and every time because of her power of premonition, proving once again that she's a powerful, smart witch. All in all, a pretty good season finale. And that's it. I'm done with season 1. That went by really fast. I think in this video, and I did not predict that this would happen, but I think it's coming off that I am a Phoebe Halliwell stan. And while I love her, she has never been my favorite. But maybe my subconscious is telling me different. I don't know. It came out in this video. My favorite has always been Piper Halliwell. I think she has had the biggest growth. She started out very much like this like high-strung middle sister, and then she was forced to be the eldest sister with the death of her big sister, and just turning into this badass witch. And she's hilarious. She's sarcastic. She's sometimes just a little bit mean, but it's part of her charm. Ha! Charmed. I apologize for this lighting situation that's happening, but that's what happens when it's, you know, past a certain time. Thank you guys so much for joining me in this ride. It was a lot of fun. If you guys are interested in seeing a season 2, let me know in the comments by showing me a unicorn emoji. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.